tee this one up. And the Razorbacks will put toe to leather and will get started. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. So Georgia's offense will have the football first. It will be a priority to get the passing game up and going, something they really didn't do with one of their biggest weapons last week, David.
Yeah, and last week he just wasn't a big part of the game plan. And I would expect if you want to get explosive plays going and you want to get this offense in a good spot, Jesse, you're going to find this guy on the outside.
There he goes. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the first down.
Well, after that last play, you can see how electrifying this guy is and how special he is after he makes the catch. If I'm on offense, I'm trying to find a lot of ways to get him touches in this game.
They almost took that thing end to end, but now they have to finish the drive with a score. From the red zone, looking for a space. Throws to the tight end. And this will be it.
Come on, brother.
Hit there, forces second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. From the gun, running back on the move. He almost punched it in for 6. They'll get him down at the 1-yard line. They really got this offense humming. Just the 4th play of the drive, and it's 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Dogs!
And I love this offense and the way they started this football game. Listen, last week be dang, okay? Forget last week. Nice job coming out, setting the tone in this ball game, putting a long drive together, and getting a touchdown.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Bringing it out. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. So the Arkansas Razorbacks offense will go to work for the first time. And they're going to have to contend with a secondary that is one of the best in the nation, Jesse.
And they're a complete secondary, too. When you watch them on film, they're very good defending the pass and coverage, and they can play man and zone. But I like them, David, because they're not afraid to put their face in the fan. Everybody in the back end likes to tackle and likes to be physical. That's what makes them special.
Yeah, and it's just an elite group in the back end. Multiple guys that win their individual matchups, which makes it hard to run offense. And this is a group that...
Didn't pick up a lot there, moving forward just a few. The Razorbacks want to move quickly. Quarterback on the key.
Oh my God.
And they're able to get a 3rd down stop here. See if they go for it on 4th. And the Razorbacks will call on their punt team. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. Pulls it in at the 25. Makes a move. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Back in motion, trying to clear the picture. Going right to work up top. He's got him. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
Nice job by the quarterback there throwing the hitch route against zone coverage. You can't stare at him. If you do that, then you allow the flat defender to get underneath it, and that might be a pick 6. So really good job by the quarterback there, using his eyes to manipulate the defense.
So it's not just a strong running game. The Dogs can be dangerous with those weapons up top.
And I think when you've seen Georgia really dominate in college football over the last several years, it's because they've been more aggressive, more willing to throw the football early downs, trust their quarterback, not just the ground game.
He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play. Instead, they're looking at a 3rd down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From From the gun, wants to pass.
God dang it.
Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked one time. They've already got him. They got to keep getting after the quarterback.
Puts a boot to it. Didn't see a lot of him in that loss last week. Only called on twice. And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. They went 3 and out on their first possession. Now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Quickly out to the tight end. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down mark. Got the completion on the last play. Still some work to do on second down. Fires to the tight end. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. Tempo and overdrive.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Give to the running back. He was looking for some place to put his foot in the ground, but the defense was everywhere, and he's knocked down behind the line.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off?
And they've had to kick it away. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines. Not his best work. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. They missed an opportunity to extend this lead the last time they had it, Jesse.
Yeah, they got to be able to regain that momentum, right? Go back to what was working earlier on in this one. And, David, to me, that starts with being the more physical team.
No, I definitely agree. Being the more physical team, but understanding the situation of the game. You're still winning. You got the football back. Now put a nice drive together and execute.
He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. And the Dogs can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Complete with conviction on the crosser. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down.
If they're going to sit back in zone, I'm going to make sure I know exactly what they're doing, find those holes, find those crossing patterns, and take advantage of that zone coverage.
They just keep firing. Sets up the screen. Fights off the defender.
And this offense, I think, will do a good job in this game divvying up the football and distributing it to different guys in the passing game. It won't just be receivers. It's not going to be tight ends. This running back, he's a weapon, too, after he catches it.
Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. On the run, deep down the right side. He's got it. How about this senior picking up some yardage and making a nice play on that one? The Bulldogs have it with a 1st and goal. He'll set up to throw. Back's got it. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Georgia.
And that's why this running back is so dangerous. It's not just handing him off the football, but he's a weapon in the passing game. You see his ability to catch it, turn upfield, make people miss, and find the end zone.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. They've gotten off to a sluggish start and need to put something together on this drive. Quickly to the tight end. And he's knocked down immediately, but a good pickup on that play. And the Razorbacks want to pick up the tempo. Keeps it on the bootleg. Throws to the wideout. And that's going to be incomplete. Going for broke on 2nd down, but 3rd down's coming up. Trying to pick up a 1st down. Looking to throw on 3rd. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down. Razorbacks will send out the punt unit.
Team have its hands full. Well, not full because they didn't get a hand on him for quite a while. Great return there. One back in the backfield, and they'll give it to him.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
They'll go right back to him. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
All kinds of room to throw that one in there. That'll be enough for the first down as they mark it down at the 31-yard line. Well, guys, it's Georgia holding the lead at the end of the quarter. They wanted to strike first and strike hard, and they've been able to do that here in the first quarter as we take a look at the stats. Just about ready to get things started here in the second. We'll see if they continue to flex that muscle. First play of the period, first down here. The gun. He leads it with the back. Drives ahead for 3 to the 27-yard line.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive. Stick your foot in the ground. Pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Fires to the wideout. Wide open downfield. And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Bulldogs. They want to finish the season strong, and man, are they doing that here this Week 11 performance.
Man, I've been really impressed with this offense this first half. Coming in a hostile environment, hostile crowd. Man, they haven't given them anything to cheer about. Offense, defense, now up 20 to nothing, and these people are eerily quiet in here.
And he's going to try to return this one. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. They really needed to get points on this drive to sort of steady the ship. Unloads to the wide.
Oh, pick that.
Fired just a little too long as the junior frustrated. He missed that connection.
Yeah, just not able to connect that time with his target on the in-breaking route. Got to have a little bit better rhythm. You know these windows are going to be small over the middle of the field. That's why you try to put some extra mustard on it, but I think that time that's what forced the injury.
And the Razorbacks racing to the line in the hurry-up. Shotgun snap on third down. Quick snap. The Razorbacks come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Coming out on first down with the play fake. They're working that left side. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Now here on second down, see if they keep tossing it around. They'll try the run. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Now facing a third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Here's the pressure. Finds his man, it's Shaw. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down. And the Razorbacks will bring the punt team onto the field. Catches it at the 15. And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. And
Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
Hand off to Jones. Breaks into the open. Got enough for the first. What a run. Gets it inside the 40 and out of bounds at the 36.
Defensively, you'll take the slow down. You'll take 3, 4, 5 yards a pop, but you can't give up the massive plays. You got to do a better job containing the football, making them run the guys, and get them on the ground. For goodness sakes, this guy is fast, I know, but defensively, we got to swarm to the football and get him on the ground.
Well, this defense is being challenged, and this secondary in particular. And I know a DB made the tackle there, but we're only in the second quarter, and already this quarterback has over 200 yards passing.
Wants to throw on first down. Makes the grab. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab.
My old coach said to never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
Now the play fake. It's complete to the right. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play in prime position for a score.
Well, this defense now is just getting gashed, and if you're the defensive coordinator, you might now want to think about being aggressive, changing up your play calls, and maybe breaking your own tendencies, because you have got to stop this offense just marching down the field.
They've got it down to the 3. Now it's 2nd and goal. Tries again to get it in. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line?
Man, and that's a frustrating play when you go in reverse near the goal line, goal-to-go situations, Palmer. You got to get those positive yards. You can't go backwards if you're trying to get a touchdown.
You know,
Looking for the end zone. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Dogs!
You talk about going on the road and making a statement. 27-0. Hostile environment beat dang. You talk about home field advantage. Well, it hasn't worked. They have come in and had answers and started this first half as good as you possibly can.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, let's recap that Pac-12 matchup that just went final moments ago. Fresno State ran roughshod over the competition en route to a double-digit victory. And they looked clean doing it. And I don't just mean in those gorgeous unis. This team is buttoned up. Fun one in the Pac-12, man. They generally are, as the teams there continue to jockey for bowl position.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. He'll keep it himself. He's knocked down a couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage.
phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Razorbacks decide to punt it away. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. Another punt on the way. Gotta make sure those hammies and glutes all activated. Don't want any muscle pulls from overuse. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Using the quick game. And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
On On 3rd and short, the run and looking for the first down. Turning it on. Touchdown, Georgia. And once he got away from the knee, they had no shot at catching him.
You know, this offense knew coming into the season it was so important for this guy to stay healthy. They needed him week in, week out because he plays at such a high level, and he's showing it here. That last carry was his 10th rushing touchdown of the season.
Bringing it back. He's got great speed. This guy is so dangerous. The excellent vision to find a lane and get it out and set up the offense with good field position. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Throws to the wideout. Interception, and things are going from bad to worse. Nice pickup on the return, but more important, they got the takeaway, and now they're in business.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his 2nd of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
And it just squirted through his hands. He wanted to take off and got too anxious. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Handoff to Jones. Productive 4-yard gain there on the ground as he gets it down to the 31. We're at the 2-minute timeout. They've built a big lead, and they'll try to pile on a little more before the break. Now on 3rd down for this offense. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking left. Complete downfield. Got enough to move the sticks. First down from the 17. And the Bulldogs come to the line with a new set of downs. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down.
Well, this offense has gone his way early and often in this game. They've gotten into a nice rhythm. That time, though, the defense was expecting to throw going his way, and they put a really nice hit on him to force the incompletion.
And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time. On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. Can't make the connection. Defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion. And on 4th down, they'll try to put 3 on the board. And the kicker delivers the 3 ball to finish off the drive. And they just tack on a little more to this gargantuan lead.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
Looks as if the returner will try and field this one. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. They go to the ground. May not be the most memorable play of the day, but it's important as he gets them out to the 25-yard line. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. On the run, it's all. Got the first down and more. To the air on first. They bring him down, but it'll be first down at the 42. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have one remaining in the half. The give to the back. Makes a stop in the backfield. He'll lose 4. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. And the Razorbacks trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense. It'll be 3rd and long. He's looking downfield to throw. Here's a heat. Just gets rid of it before the heat. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
3rd and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass rushers are getting upfield. You're under pressure. You don't have timing. And as a result now, 4th down.
Wants to return it. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. First play of this drive comes from the 27. They've got the lead here. Last time they settled for a field goal, but David got to find that balance between being aggressive and careful.
And I think they'll take that. I got the lead, Palmer. I got the football. I got to take care of the football, put a nice drive together, and just get some kind of points on this drive.
No doubt. Lots to be happy about right now if you're this team. I think for this one, though, on this drive, it's about finding the one-on-one matchups that are in your favor and then exploiting them.
Now from the 40, it's 1st and 10. Looking downfield on 1st down. Got the quick pass. He stepped out of bounds right at the 45-yard line, and now they're starting to put things together. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. To the ground with the back. And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. The Dogs come to the line trying to find a way to convert on 3rd and very short. Off play action. Pressure coming. He'll be brought down, and that's the final play of the half. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Guys, you've been calling an intriguing one so far in Fayetteville. And there's no more fitting place to begin than with this stud receiver and how he's dominated the first half. Some guys have the ability to elude and evade. This young man is a true 3-level threat. Short passes, the intermediate game, and then the deep ball. He is a problem, and I don't think this defense has the solution. And with that, let's hear another hog call and send it back to the guys in Razorback Stadium.
All right, Kevin, about ready to start the second half here. And the Dogs will kick it away to start the second half. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. Nothing went right in that first half, in the first order of business here. Try not to be embarrassed any further.
But the comeback is possible. Remember 2006, Michigan State down 35 to Northwestern at halftime? They somehow came back and won won the game. But it all starts on one play, and that has to happen here on this first drive for the offense.
Yeah, the first possession, because your possessions, you're only going to get so many possessions, and you've got to score on every single one of them. Offense, defense, special teams have to play out of their mind, but they have to believe.
I got to be honest, I am shocked at just how well the defense has played in this game, especially stopping the run. We talked about statistically how they've struggled this season, but they have put the clamps down in this one, and they're just playing with a ton of intensity.
Finds the tight end.
Well, it's a good decision by the quarterback, and I know you didn't get the first down, but the good news is you got a chunk of yards back, now setting up 4th and short and giving yourself an opportunity to go for it here and keep this drive going.
And he'll work his way on the return out to the 35-yard line before he stopped. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. Looking for a crease to the left. Still on his feet at the 45. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to believe the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical and trying to stay on the field.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. The Bulldogs are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Bought a little time, lets it go. Couldn't quite haul it in. They almost had their first pick here late in the game.
Well, the defense has had enough of this, right? The quarterback's on a hot streak. The ball's not hitting the ground. And right there, they decide we are jumping one of these routes. We're going to try to get a pick. Almost came away with one there.
Trying to do it on the ground. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down. This Georgia offense moving quickly down the field. Wants to go up top on first down. They've avoided the interception all day, but they were lucky to get that one back here late. It'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Got it set up on the outside. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be first down. Georgia coming out with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Hauls it in. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion.
Well, there are a lot of offenses out there that would probably be a little bit more conservative when you've got a lead like this in the 3rd quarter. But when you've got the playmakers these guys have at the skill positions throwing the football, you should keep airing it out. And that's exactly what they're doing now.
And it's incomplete, deflected, knocked away by the D.
Great awareness by that defender that time. Seeing the ball thrown, getting his big paw, knocking it down, and now you set up 2nd down.
The run up the middle, trying to steamroll his way in. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. It's 3rd and goal, and a long way from the end zone. Bringing the heat. Incomplete, thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm. Now on 4th down, they'll try to come away with 3. It's good. He hit that one right down the middle. And that'll add 3 more to a lead that is already way out of hand.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
That lead just keeps getting fatter, and this kickoff team doing a little running. Out of the end zone. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. We'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3-and-out the last time they had the ball. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Caught behind the line. It's Shaw. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football. And a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting them the football, letting them get some positive yards.
They'll go to the air on second and short. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
I know this defense feels like they missed some opportunities. Yeah, they had 2 sacks their last game out, but they feel like they left a bunch more out on the field, and they wanted to try to get to the quarterback in this game. That was finally the first time they registered a sack so far here. Curious to see how this pass rush looks the rest of the way.
Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. The Razorbacks will punt this one away. Makes the catch. Wants to make a move upfield. Coverage team was down there to corral him. They made the stop, and they'll mark it at the 39. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
Yeah, I think it's great to get points, but the great teams get touchdowns in the red area. You got to get out there this time and execute a little better on this drive.
You're absolutely right, David. Generally, the best red zone offenses are the ones that run the ball the best. So, let's see if they can be a little bit more physical on this drive.
Just so smooth along the sideline to drag that toe and get the completion. This defense will try to force a 4th down on 3rd and short from the 45. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. They're in their own territory, but they only need a few inches, and this is why you have a prominent jawline and an urgent resolve. They'll go for it. On 4th down, trying to find his man. Makes the grab, plenty for the first down. And not much of a 4th down gamble when it's that much of a sure thing. An easy conversion for this offense. Now on 1st and goal, let's see what Georgia will do. They'll try to get it in with the run. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Picked up some of what they needed on 1st down. Now it's 2nd and goal from the 5. Wants to go up top. Caught in the backfield, it's Jones. Touchdown Bulldogs! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. They'll try to add another to their lead. And they tacked on the extra point. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And the score comes on a 5-yard touchdown pass. The returner will field it and bring it back. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. Out of the gun, they give to the back. There he goes! Good enough for the first down. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs. First down for this offense. They'll give it to him again. Found a little space, and he's got 4 to the 35. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Gonna run it. It's Shaw. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And yeah, that's kind of surprising. And we talked about this before the game. One of the big matchups. Run the football against a defense that's been susceptible against the run throughout the season. But this offense just can't find a way to get it going. And I'm surprised, but now what's your counterpunch? How are you going to get the ground game going? Because so far, not a lot of success.
And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. I guess if you're an optimist, the stage is set for a massive fourth quarter comeback. And the Razorbacks line up to punt it away. Now on the return. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. How about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah, and how about that quarterback? You gave him the ball, and he delivered the goods. Great job taking apart the defense, Jesse, on that last drive.
He really did, David. I mean, that was a masterclass in just reading coverage and being accurate.
And the Bulldogs with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Caught close to the marker. It's Tracy. Shoved out of bounds after a big gain. They'll mark it at the plus 42. Now on first down from the 43-yard line. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole.
I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position. You're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
Rushes on him. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical and pass deep.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
Get it out on the screen. Moving deeper into enemy territory. Move the chains. It's first down at the 27. That one interception in the loss last week really stuck with him, but he's answered by taking care of the football in this game.
Nice answer.
That everybody looks to, and you handle adversity from last week like you did today in this game. Nice job by this quarterback leading this team.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
Third and short from the 22. Is the field goal unit getting ready, or is this already four-down territory? Touchdown, Dogs! Made the grab and took it on in for the score. As they push that lead out, a really good opportunity to get back in the win column.
And honestly, it's been about complementary football in this game, right? We've seen this offense go up and down the field. They've been lighting up the scoreboard, but the defense has done a great job, too, getting off the field and putting their offense in really good position in this game. The head coach has got to love what he's seen on both sides of the ball today.
He'll bring it back looking for help. And the returner will be knocked down. The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. Their drive chart is starting to look a little monotonous. Punt, 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 David.
And their defense is starting to get a little frustrated, too. They just keep putting me back on the field, possession after possession. Jesse, this offense needs to get their heads out of there, you-know-whats.
The punter's on the sideline with the oxygen mask right now. He's been playing so much. He's not used to this. This offense, they just got to stay on the field. They've got to put a drive together and get some balance going, running and throwing the ball.
Man, this sophomore quarterback unleashed a cannon on that one. Pulls and fires complete. He is going nowhere. Stopped at the line of scrimmage.
That's a great example of the defense there tackling the catch. As soon as the big fella caught the ball, down he went, not picking up the first.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. What a grab with one hand. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down mark. It's third down from their own 34 as they try to keep the drive moving. Off the play fake. Fires to the wideout. How about a little rhythm that you can tap your toe to on that throw and catch for the first down?
This has been a frustrating day. They haven't moved the ball consistently, and now you get a play, but they haven't put 2 and 3 and 4 plays together, and that's why they're trailing in this football game. So maybe they can find some kind of a rhythm here late in the game and get something cooking.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback and this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage. They've been breaking on passes. They've had their number, and that's why they're leading by as much as they are.
They stop him at the 42, but they get it across midfield. Pick up 10 and the first down. Wants to throw again. Makes the grab over the middle. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
This offense has their work cut out for them, man, because the coverage has been so tight. And if you're not throwing to the sideline or you're not getting past the sticks, this defense is going to tackle you inbounds like they just did on that last play and bleed the clock.
Going to swing it on second down. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback and this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops. Just not in sync, and that's why they find themselves trailing by a lot right here lately.
Throws for the end zone. And that deep shot's going to wind up incomplete, but we do have a flag on the field. Let's see what the official says. Way too much grabbing and tugging there. The offense will take advantage of the penalty. 3 yards, first down for the offense after that penalty. They'll move the wide receiver. He'll do it himself. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up. The Razorbacks in a good spot here with second and short. Looking to fire. They go to the wide receiver screen. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
And I don't like the play call, guys. Screen pass at this point of the game against the defense, playing big zones, prevent, trying to keep the ball in front. It's just not going to work. You've got to take shots offensively.
In the gun, looking to throw on third down. Makes the catch. It's a job. He'll be stopped just a little short of that 25-yard line, and now they have a decision to make on fourth down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. And you know the standard is indisputable video evidence, and the officials will change the call. And the Razorbacks will snap it on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Finds his big tight end. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the first down. That throw and catch, a really good example of why coaches don't want a quarterback to get stuck on a particular target, isn't it, Dave?
Yep, that's exactly right. Find the guy who's open, because you got so many guys that have so much speed that can do so much damage on the field. Find my matchup, get it to him, let him do the rest.
Well, the QB decided to keep it on that one. And listen, if you had his athleticism, you'd want to keep it too. Almost every time they run these types of option plays. But he's just going to have to do a good job of understanding when to hand it off, when to pitch it, and try to keep this defense on their heels and read his keys. He's got a lot of talent. Just got to make sure he's making the right decisions moving forward.
Clock stops, and we've reached the 2-minute timeout. This offense looking for anything to cut into this big lead. The Razorbacks come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. They'll try to run for it. He did not make it a stone wall on third down.
Well, that last play is basically a microcosm of what today has been like for this offense. Just nothing happening. Not physical enough at the point of attack. They're being swarmed. They haven't had the balance necessary to win this game, and that's why they find themselves trailing late.
The decision to go for it does not pan out. On the ground, trying to pull the plug on this clock. That'll be good enough for a first down. They'll mark it at the 30.
And this is exactly what you want to do when you're on offense. You have the lead. You want to chew the clock, keep the ball on the ground, keep that thing just ticking, Palmer.
They're just imposing their will, Dave, and that's something that we've seen, I think, all game. Up front, they've been the more physical team. They're the ones that's getting pushed and that's getting movement, and it's carrying over all the way here deep into the fourth quarter.
Second down, he'll throw it. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. Catch inside the 30 and still running. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their total.
Man, this has been a complete performance. The defense has been lights out, and the offense, obviously, just continues to pour it on. This is what you call having a great day. Putting it all together, offense, defense, complementary football.
And the point after is good. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And he's coming out of the end zone. Nothing wrong with the touchback, and they wish they had one right now, but he stopped at the 9-yard line. And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. Well, this has pretty much been an evisceration, an old-fashioned stomping, Jesse.
Yeah, and listen, this is one of those games where you're not necessarily throwing the playbook in the trash after this one, but I do think this coaching staff, David, really has to be honest with themselves and rethink what schemes are working and not working and which guys maybe need to get more touches in this offense.
Well, I think I like the trash option as well because it's been hot trash. This has been a bad day. Offense, defense, giving up a ton of points, not scoring near enough. So it's been a bad day you're going to want to forget.
Well, this one had all the suspense of a bug hurtling his way toward a windshield, and they did splatter them, an absolutely dominating performance.
You got to give the coaching staff a ton of credit. They obviously had their guys ready to play and motivated right from the opening kick. All three phases we saw, just spectacular football. No mental mistakes, David. You really can't.
Really fun to do this. Come out and just dominate opponents. Start from finish. Nothing to worry about. You just know you're better. You're going to do you. Put up a bunch of points and win by a lot of points.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis.